Welcome to the Heal Your Hunger Show, where we get to the heart of why you overeat and how to stop. If you struggle with food and weight like I did, welcome home. Welcome everybody to the Heal Your Hunger Show. So happy to have you here. I have an awesome guest today. She is just tearing it up and changing people's lives minute by minute. Okay, so my guest is the one and only amazing Trina Felber. And I'll tell you a little bit about her. She's the CEO of Primal Life Organics. It's a paleo skincare company where she has developed over 100 food-based skincare solutions to feed the skin. She's amazing, and she actually has 25 plus years as a nurse with a master's in nursing anesthesia. But Trina is, she's everywhere. She's the author of Beauty's Dirty Secret, and she has been featured on CBS, NBC, ABC, but she's really dedicated to helping people really realize the dangers in everyday cosmetics and skincare. And she's really about spreading awareness to help you be healthier. And especially something we're going to talk especially about is dental care, because it's so easy to just pick up, a tube of Colgate or Crest and think you're good. But no, you're going to learn a little bit more about how you're not good. Trina, welcome.
Thanks, Tricia. I'm so excited to be here. This is my favorite topic to talk about is dental. So we're going to have a blast.
Okay. Yeah, this is so cool. I'm glad you're really owning this because it's so important for people to hear. And our mouth is so connected to so many different parts of our body. For obvious reasons, but not obvious reasons we're going to talk about. I know that sounded weird when I said it.
Well, what you started to say is exactly like I'm becoming like this dental guru. I geek out about the mouth. I totally do. And so I've been doing a lot of research on this. And what I have come to realize is that if you're using store-bought toothpaste and you suffer from just about anything, including like bowel problems, like irritable bowel, Crohn's, diarrhea, constipation. If you have any kind of issues, they're probably never going to go away. And what I've discovered is that your mouth, obviously, we never think of this. When we talk about our GI system, we start to think that our GI system starts with our stomach and ends when it comes out, right? But our GI system, our gastrointestinal system, actually starts right here. And you have microbiome that you're supposed to be housing and living and breeding inside your mouth. And when you salivate, this is the coolest thing. I just totally like a light bulb went off. When you salivate, your saliva will take the biome that you normally create in your mouth and it feeds into the rest of your digestive system. The problem, I think, this is my theory, is that because of the products that we're putting in our mouth to destroy bacteria, we are actually destroying our first line of defense. And because we're destroying it here, it's not in our saliva, it's not going down in our food, and our intestines, even though we're taking probiotics, it's not working because we're not creating the environment in our mouth that actually feeds the rest of our system.
That is totally freaking fascinating.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I had that light bulb went off. I'm like, we're destroying it. We're putting these toxic ingredients, and we'll get into the dental issue in a minute, but this is all just GI stuff. Like if you are destroying with triclosan, with SLS, all these things that are in toothpaste and mouthwashes, you're destroying your natural biome, which is the beginning of digestion, and it's feeding all of the other biome throughout your intestines. So you're obviously cutting off half of your digestive system by using those ingredients.
Wow, that is amazing. So okay, but let's talk about that because everybody's like, Colgate or Crest, what's the big deal,
Right. Yeah, there's a big deal. So basically with Colgate, Crest, or any brands that contain harsh ingredients, what you're doing is putting ingredients in your mouth that not are only destroying your natural biome. So there's that bacteria that you're supposed to have that keeps harsh or bad bacteria at bay, but they're also destroying your enamel. And they don't have, I like to say, I'm going to like blow up the ADA here. I like to say that the American Dental Association has it all wrong. And they've taught us years and years and years that we are brushing our teeth to clean them. And I beg to pardon you, but that is incorrect. If you go back in history, a lot of people, like back thousands of years ago, people didn't brush their teeth. Their saliva, because you're supposed to create saliva that actually washes and neutralizes the acids in your mouth. The saliva is supposed to clean your teeth. Now, obviously, you want to brush your teeth to get rid of extra food particles, but really your saliva is meant to neutralize the acids created between bacteria and sugar, and that acid can work on your enamel and you can lose the minerals. The problem with mineral loss in your teeth is that mineral loss, if it's not replaced, will lead to cavities and further problems internally. It also leads to inflammation in your gum tissue, and then bacteria and other things can get inside your body, and that's where inflammation starts, is inside your mouth. The problem with the toothpaste on the market is that there's no minerals in them. The real reason that you should be brushing your teeth is to replace the minerals, because you will be cleaning them as you're brushing the minerals in, but your saliva really is meant to do that. And if you're using harsh ingredients, you're probably not salivating the right amount. Your saliva, you should have free-flowing saliva that, like I said, is going to then contain the microbiome that you're going to swallow. You're going to swallow thousands and thousands of those microbacteria into your gut, which is going to help increase your absorption, decrease all the problems that you have in your gut. But if you're brushing with the right product, which is a mineral-rich product, you can get the minerals back in your teeth, and we can talk about that.
Yeah, I want to hear about it. So what should I be using to brush my teeth?
So here's the thing. So regular commercial, I call it Toxipaste is what I call it, Toxipaste. Regular Toxipaste doesn't have the minerals in it. So when I'm talking minerals, I'm talking about like calcium and phosphorus and magnesium and things like that your teeth need. And healthy teeth are made to be strong, okay? So as we age, sometimes I know, as we get older, we just think things are a fact of life and we have to deal with them. And that's just the way it is. We think that genetically I have bad teeth because my mom had bad teeth. So I'm going to have bad teeth. My enamel's weak. Epigenetically, I can tell you that you can change your teeth based on your environment. And when I'm talking environment, I'm talking about the environment that you're putting inside your mouth. So it has to do with diet and has to do with what you're brushing your teeth with. So epigenetically, you do not have to have weak enamel if you're eating the right foods and you're brushing your teeth with the right product. So you want to look for something that has minerals in it. And you're lucky because I've created that solution.
I bet you have. I want to hear about it.
So let me tell you about how this happened. So when my daughter was 2 years old, she had a molar that came in. This molar was a molar that was going to need to be in her mouth until she was approximately 10 years old. And the molar had a dark spot in it. So my husband and I, brushing her teeth, went, oh my gosh, what is this? This is a cavity? Like what? We eat paleo. We don't feed her sugar. She's 2. So we took her to the dentist, and the dentist said, you know what, it's a natural cavity that happened in utero. So it's a natural defect. However, the tooth probably won't last a year. So my mind starts ringing. I'm like, this has to be wrong. Like, there's got to be something I can do to save that tooth. So I started doing my research, and I came across Weston Price, who I was using to create formula when I was running out of milk. So I looked at Weston Price's, all of his research on third world countries and how their teeth were super strong. And as soon as they came over and started eating a modern diet, their teeth became really weak and they suffered dental issues, dental caries. And then on top of that, their internal health. They started suffering from dental or heart disease, diabetes, and all the internal inflammation type diseases. So the thing that he came up with was that they were eating a mineral-rich diet and that their soil was mineral rich. So what I found was that clay from the earth, the soil, has the minerals in the correct form. They have to be in the ion form in order to brush your teeth with, to put the minerals back in. So all of this has to happen inside your mouth. Your mouth is an amazing system in itself. And in order to remineralize your teeth, you have to do this inside your mouth. You can't take a supplement to get the minerals inside your teeth. It doesn't work that way. I have a little thing. I'm a geek for, so I'm a registered nurse. And so everything that I can do, I have to be able to have a little prop. So I got to show you guys my tooth. Here's my tooth.
Nice tooth.
So look, so you can see the blood supply right through here, but this is your pulp, and then you've got your dentin and your enamel on the outside. So the enamel is the hard surface. The enamel is what's going to lose minerals on a daily basis. So there's an influx and an outflux of minerals from your enamel. When you lose more minerals than you put back in, then you start to get a sensitivity. So I know a lot of people say I have sensitive teeth. That's a signal to you that your body's trying to tell you that you're losing minerals from your teeth. When it gets deep enough into your dentin is when you're going to start to have the pain sensation and more of the cavity and needing a root canal. But you can fix this by putting the minerals back on the exterior part of the enamel, which is either through the foods that you eat or what you brush your teeth with. So what I found and what I created was dirty mouth tooth powder. So it's a tooth powder made with 3 different clays. They're very healing, very gentle. When you think of clay, think of like detoxes externally. Think of clay face masks that are really gentle. Same thing for your teeth. Clay for me is the perfect ingredient for your teeth. Super gentle, neutralizes, it's very neutralizing. So it's not going to destroy your natural biome. Remember that biome that I talked about? It's going to let you regrow that. It's going to let that reestablish so that you can establish that so that when you salivate, all of that natural bacteria will go down into your gut. What really shocked me when I was driving and thinking about all this just in the past 48 hours is that I used to suffer from like IBS, bloating, all sorts of GI things until I switched my tooth powder. And what made sense was that I reestablished my natural biome. Wow. I'm now swallowing that bacteria, and sure, I'll take probiotics, but I don't take them every day. I haven't had GI problems since I switched my tooth powder.
Get out of town. Seriously? That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
So think of all, especially kids, and all the GI symptoms that people are having. I wonder if it's because we're literally destroying the beginning part. And when I was reading is that newborn babies, this is established from birth, like through the birth canal. If you have a vaginal delivery through the birth canal, they are exposed to bacteria on purpose, and some of that bacteria gets into the mouth, and that starts to establish your natural biome. And then the breastfeeding, they will also establish more. They get some of the bacteria through breastfeeding. They start to develop the sucking motion, which actually is very good for the development of the palate. But all of this establishes the natural biome that starts in the mouth. And then as they salivate, it carries through the GI system.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah. So what I did is I created the dirty mouth tooth powder. It has 3 different clays, and the clay has the minerals in it. So when you brush with dirty mouth tooth powder, so you can see that it's a clay.
Yeah.
You just wet your brush, you dip it in. It's really no different once you do that.
That's all you need is that little bit of powder?
Oh my gosh, that's all you need.
Whoa. So we're used to putting a big glop of toothpaste on our toothbrush, right?
Right. Yes, that's the thing.
And this is just, for those who aren't watching but listening, she just like gently dipped her toothbrush in there, so it's just got a teeny bit of powder off the end. There's nothing that can fall off of her toothbrush. Yeah, you just wet your brush. I shake off the excess water. I say dip the tip, then I give it a tap. What stays on your toothbrush is all you need. See, here's the thing. Think of it this way. I know people will get my products. They're like, oh my gosh, there's barely enough. And there's like it's not going to last me. Here's the thing. This is 100% concentrated. There's nothing in here that you don't need that's not working to better the health of your teeth, promote the health of oral gum tissue, and restore your natural biome. When you brush with Toxipaste, when you flip it over, it says active ingredient is, I believe, 1%. It might even be less than. Okay.
So you really need 1% of the amount of toothpaste that you're using.
With this product.
And you're not going to be destroying your natural biome. You're going to restore and regrow your gum tissue back to normal. I know a lot of people suffer from bleeding gums. Bleeding gums is a signal that something's not right. And as soon as your gums start to bleed, they start to pull away. So you can see the root is so much bigger than the actual tooth. So the root is actually inside your gum tissue and inside your bone tissue.
Right.
And as soon as you start to have bleeding gums, you start to have some gum tissue that pulls away. And that's where bacteria can hide, bad bacteria can hide and get into your actual body and cause inflammation. That inflammation is the root of all disease, as we now know. So that can then lead to cardiovascular disease and diabetes and any kind of inflammatory disease, which is everything.
Yeah, and hence my comment at the beginning that our mouth is connected to every other part of our body. You know, that bacteria is really, it's an issue.
It's a big issue. And they've even studied in here's the other big waha that I just had. So I suffered from acne and I had a lot of skin conditions. But as soon as I regrew my natural biome in my mouth, a couple things happened. All of my skin issues went away and my skin looked better. And I was reading research that if your mouth really is the root of all health. When they say, like, we all poo-poo it, the dental health is the root of all health. It's, the beginning of everything. It's so true. If your mouth is in good condition, it signals that the rest of your body is in good condition. Your skin can be in good condition. My skin conditions went away once I restored my natural, biome in my mouth, and then everything digestively healed. And
wow.
So it's really just powerful and eye-opening to me, who is a geek on teeth and oral health anyway.
Yeah. So that's the toothpaste. Are there any other products you have for the mouth?
Absolutely. So I have a bunch of stuff. So I've totally geeked out on dental care. So I have a gum serum. I don't have it in front of me, but I have a gum serum that's restorative to your gum tissue. So it uses olive oil, which is really gentle on your gum tissue. And olive oil is really good because it works with the clay from the tooth powder to help pull toxins from your gum tissue and deep clean your gum tissue without like a scrubbing. But it also puts nutrients in. But inside the gum serum, inside the olive oil, we've added 11 essential oils that help to reduce inflammation and reduce redness, restore your gum tissue back to good health. And it increases blood flow, which is really important too, because you need that in your gum tissue.
Right.
So that's really good to use in conjunction with the tooth powder. And then I have this, you're going to geek out about this one. You're going to love this.
If I can, I'm so not a geek, but I mean, what I mean is I'm not the science mind. I'm on the emotional side, everything.
She's not a geek, but she's got these purple glasses on.
Yeah, no. If you can add color to it, I'll geek out on it.
Okay, so I'm gonna add color to your life. So look at this. So did I show you this when we were together?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so this is my LED teeth whitener. So when we whiten our teeth, typically up until now, I've done this, the peroxide, either the gels or the trays. The peroxide burns your gum tissue. It's not good for your teeth. And when you have sensitive teeth, like those holes in your teeth that I was talking about, where the enamel has lost the minerals, then you can get those sensitivities. And when you put peroxide on your teeth to whiten them, because we all want white teeth, then that causes that burning sensation. So what I did is created, and by the way, Dirty Mouth tooth powder also whitens your teeth because clay pulls surface stains like tea, coffee, wine, and even tobacco. It can pull those stains off.
And blueberries. I get into trouble with blueberries.
Blueberries, yeah. So the Dirty Mouth tooth powder alone will help whiten your teeth. But this device, watch this. I'm going to plug. This is just my normal cell phone. It has attached to it, because I'm a geeky girl who I lose every single one of my attachments and cords. So it's attached. So it's got an iPhone and Android and a USB. So you take your iPhone, you plug it in.
Or any other phone that you have, apparently.
Yep, any other phone. And it turns on the LED teeth whitener. I don't know if you can see. So it's
super cool looking. Now it's purpley. I like it. It matches my glasses.
I know. So it's got 4 red lights on the end. So the red lights help to decrease inflammation in your mouth.
Okay.
And then On the inside, top and bottom, so you do top and bottom at the same time, it has blue light. And the blue light has been shown by Harvard to whiten the enamel on your tooth, but it also reduces the bad bacteria that causes gingivitis. So it causes the inflammation of the gum tissue. So you can use this to whiten your teeth. But the best thing is, where did my shoot, I had a syringe. So I created, let me see if I can find it real quick. I don't see it around.
You can put something in that?
So, yeah, where's my, hold on. I have to
go for it.
I have to pick up my syringe. Okay, so I created Boost Whitening Paste. So this looks nothing like peroxide, right?
Right. It's kind of black.
Guess what? There's zero peroxide in this. This is the very first, this is where I geek out. This is the very first whitening gel that is peroxide free. It has activated charcoal in it. So that's why it's black, but it's a olive oil base. So the olive oil is going to, like, just like olive oil pulling or oil pulling, it's going to help pull toxins. It helps whiten your teeth, but it is nutritious. So it's going to put the nutrients back into your gum tissue. It's not going to cause it to sting, hurt. The other ingredients that I put in here, because you're going to have this on the tray, and the tray is going to be in your mouth for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm a girl that likes to multitask. So I put some clay in here as well, because remember, those minerals are in the clay. They're not in charcoal. So if you're just brushing with charcoal, I know there's a lot of charcoal toothpaste out there. If you're just brushing with charcoal, you're not replacing minerals. But the clay, so I added clay. So while you're whitening your teeth, you're going to be whitening, cleaning, and strengthening your teeth, all while using the LED teeth whitener. So, and it also has some essential oils in it that help to reduce the stains and increase blood flow to your gum tissue. So that's all you do. You put a little strip of black of the Boost on the top and the bottom. There's no molding to this. It's super, super gentle, super, super soft. It fits everybody's mouth, and my kids use it too. And then you just insert it.
Nice. And you look like a football player. with you look like a radioactive football player.
So then what I do, this is the coolest thing, since it's attached to my phone, I just set my timer for 20 minutes. I'll put this in my pocket, and when I do dishes, it's a race against my teeth whitener. I try to get my dishes done in 20 minutes. So this, when you start using this, we usually recommend 4 days a week. And then you can drop down after about 3 or 4 weeks, you can drop down to 1 or 2 days a week using this to whiten your teeth. And it's really not just whitening, it's strengthening your teeth too. So it's so, like, we're selling out of these like crazy.
Yeah, I love it. And I totally want one. And I know how important it is to take good care of your teeth. You know, it's just so, so important. And you don't want to, I mean, dental problems are the pits. My husband he's older and his teeth are not doing so great. And he's got all kinds of, and he's super holistic. So he doesn't want to do implants. He doesn't want to do any kind of that, you know, anything along those lines. So coming up with, you know, solutions is a little harder, you know, creative solutions. So prevention is really the name of the game, and taking good care of your teeth is so, so important. So I love these solutions. So let's just talk briefly about because I know you're going to offer us a package. Well, let's talk now about the special starter package.
Yeah. So I have a dental starter kit that, it's a really popular kit because it gives you everything you need to start getting your mouth back to normal. So you start with, it's a small size. This is my black formula, but it's a smaller size dirty mouth tooth powder. This is a 1 month supply. It has a white formula. It has, I believe it's either white or the peppermint or spearmint that you get to choose from. The reason I have people start with white formula, and this is the charcoal. So when I talked about charcoal earlier, I do have a black formula of tooth powder that has charcoal added to it. Now, the difference between mine and most charcoal toothpaste is that mine has the clay base in it with charcoal added. So you're still going to be getting those minerals in your teeth while you're whitening them. But you start with the white formula that's in the dental starter kit, because this is where I geek out too. I love this. It just proves my theory, but people hate it when it happens, and I don't blame them. If you start with charcoal and you have mineral loss in your tooth and you haven't replaced it, your teeth are going to look gray, because the charcoal will bind to your teeth. It will go away as the minerals are replaced, but you want to put the minerals back in first with the white formula. And then you can switch after about 30 days, you can switch to the charcoal formula if you want. But the dental starter kit comes with a 60 days or a 30-day supply, 60 uses of a peppermint or a spearmint tooth powder. You also get, this is cool, this is the charcoal ion bamboo toothbrush. So the toothbrush, the handle is made from bamboo. It's biodegradable. The bristles are also biodegradable in about 4 months, but some people like to get rid of them so that you can run this under hot water and pull the bristles out and use it as a stirrer. Some people do that. But the bristles are infused with charcoal. So that's why they're black. Okay. So the charcoal in the bristles helps to break down plaque and whiten your teeth a little bit more efficiently. So it's a great toothbrush. Lasts the same amount as a normal toothbrush. So we recommend every 3 months replacing your toothbrush. We also have the Boost Gum Serum. I don't have it in front of me, but the Boost Gum Serum is part of the package. So you'll also get the Boost Gum Serum to help with your gum tissue, to get it back in a good condition to support your teeth. The tongue scraper, let me grab a tongue scraper. So our tongue scraper is really cool. So it's a copper tongue scraper. Have you ever scraped your tongue, Tricia?
I do it every night.
Oh, good. Yes.
I love it. I can't live without my tongue scraper. It's not as cool looking as that one though.
Yeah, I'll send you this stuff. I'll send you. I thought you had some. Yeah, I'll send you a starter packet, and I'll get you one of the LEDs. Here is so all you do is put it at the back of your tongue and gently pull forward, and then the gunk that's on here is like the bad bacteria, and that white coating on your teeth that helps to remove that helps it so your taste buds can taste better.
Oh, now we're talking. Yeah, now we're talking. If you're making my food taste better, now I'm all in.
Right. I mean, you don't realize what that gunk, that layer, that film does to your taste buds. So it allows your taste buds to actually taste better. And then it also gets rid of that layer of bad bacteria that sits on your tongue so that there's decrease in inflammation and infection. And as you're salivating, you're not taking that down into your GI system, which is another problem, especially when your saliva, if you're using Toxapaste, doesn't contain the bacteria that could actually start working on that bacteria as it's going through your system. So I think that's huge and really important. And then also one of my lip balms. The lip balms, I'm a lip balm snob. And you know what? If you're going to talk about the mouth, you want your lips to be nice and moist. So it also comes with the lip balm. So that package, we will be giving you a discount code for $10 off that package.
Nice. And you guys can access that special deal in the show notes of this show at healyourhunger.com. Cool. That's awesome. I love that. And just real quickly, tell us about all the other products. If somebody goes to Primal Life Organics, what else are they going to find?
Oh, they're going to find a lot of fun things.
I know.
So really, my other really popular products include my deodorant. So this is our Stick Up natural deodorant, and it's a mineral deodorant. So it uses, me being a registered nurse, my theory behind every single one of my products is that it heals the body so that the body can function normally, because our body always wants to function normally. And if you're destroying things like bacteria, your body's going to try and find a way to still be normal, which is abnormal. So it's always trying to be normal. But what I discovered is that magnesium, most people are deficient in magnesium. One of the things, besides all the really cool, important things magnesium does, but one of the things it does is helps you deodorize internally more efficiently. So by putting it in the deodorant, you absorb some of the magnesium, and it's going to help you internally deodorize more efficiently. Externally, it helps to kill the bacteria that causes odor. It also has zinc oxide. The cool thing about zinc oxide is that it's very protective and very healing, which is why they put it in diaper creams. But it also converts, you have short fatty acids under your armpit.
Who knew?
Who knew? And here's the thing. Most deodorants don't address the short fatty acids. They're forgotten. I didn't forget them. Zinc oxide converts short fatty acids into zinc salt, and zinc salt is completely odorless. So this is really, and it's baking soda free. The number one reason people don't use natural deodorant is because it causes a rash. It either doesn't work or causes a rash. The rash, most natural deodorants use baking soda. Baking soda changes the pH. The change in pH under your armpit kills the bacteria that causes odor, But unfortunately, that change in pH also causes like a rash or a burn under your armpit. So most people have to stop using natural deodorant. So it's baking soda free. So the stick up deodorant works really, really well. It keeps you dry with bentonite clay, with arrowroot powder. And if you get the black formula like this one, you can see it has charcoal added.
Nice. I like the name of it. I like how it looks. It's super cool. And using natural products is so awesome. And I do use natural products as much as possible. But I can always go more natural, I find. If I'm just buying food, products at Whole Foods, there's still some compromises being made. And I see that your products are going all the way, because you do geek out. I can see that you're creating products that are going all the way with really natural solutions.
Yeah, I have a couple face products that are incredible. Like, I'm 50 years old. I just turned 50. And my goal for myself is to stay as young looking as possible without doing it all naturally. Like, I'm not into artificial anything. So I am trying to pave the way for looking younger as long as I can. And my vitamin C serum, it's my super berry elixir, is absolutely incredible. We use berries that are super high in vitamin C to naturally infuse them into oils. And then we add some essential oils. And I'm telling you, it's like a treatment balm for night. It's the most incredible thing. It's super potent. So, and then my face wash, I have an earth face wash that's incredible, because here's my key with women and men. But when you wash your face, this is to me just like the what you're putting in your mouth to brush your teeth with. When you're washing with ingredients that are super harsh, like SLS or sodium lauryl sulfate, triclosan, things like that are in most face washes, you're actually stripping off your oil. Your natural oil needs to stay in place, because that's what keeps your moisture inside your skin. And it also allows your natural biome on your skin to stay in place. Those two things keep you looking healthier and younger. When we destroy that, then we add ingredients in moisturizers and serums that are actually not promoting health and not promoting the anti-aging. So it starts with the removal of that sebum and then everything else that we put on. So when you wash with my face wash, it actually leaves, it gets you super clean, but it leaves that natural biome and your natural sebum in place so that your skin stays hydrated and you actually look younger.
I cannot wait to use these products. These sound so amazing. And you do not look 50. You look absolutely like 40 and not a day older.
Thanks.
Yeah. So this is great, Trina. Thank you so much for bringing all this great information and products. Thanks for all the hard work that you do. I know it's truly a labor of love what you're doing to create these products and get them out in the world. So I just so appreciate you and all that you're doing. And I can't wait to use these. And everybody, you've got to get a hold of her dental starter kit. So definitely go to the show notes and click on there to get the discount. But thank you so much for being here. It's been such a pleasure. I love your energy. And I just, from the day I met you, when I was on your show, I just thought, I really like this chick, and then we had a nice chance to hang out just this past weekend. So
I know, that was amazing, Tricia. It was so fun, so exciting. And I love everything you stand for and everything you do. I think we have such a great connection, mind, body, soul connection. So it's amazing to be able to be on your show. So thank you.
Well, thank you. It's such a pleasure to have you. And thank you everybody for listening and watching. You can check out the show obviously on iTunes and Stitcher, and also definitely get a hold of the products, but not more important, but as important, share this show with other people, because they need to have this information as well, so they're not poisoning their bodies with toxic paste and the such. So thanks a lot, Trina. Great to have you.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this show and want to get free support, insider health info, exclusive invites to events, and more, visit healyourhunger.com.